Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's really an honor for me to be here because it's a great day. All of you that are here are graduates of this wonderful program, and we're obviously very proud to be a sponsor. So on behalf of Atlantic City Electric, thank you, Fulla, Peter, Chris, all the teachers here for the WOW program. Thank you for all you do. But let me ask you guys that are here, are you guys sad that the program's over? No? I'm sure you're very sad the program's over. You guys, most of you have been here, what, 8 weeks, right? You learned a lot of stuff. All the stuff on these tables is amazing. It's amazing you guys and girls put all this stuff together. And you learn so much fun things, right? So this is probably the best camp you've ever been to, right? Right, that's good, that's good. We got a couple people. Now, Fulla put me on the agenda for 40 minutes. I'm not going to speak for 40 minutes, so all the parents are saying, thank God. I just want to be here and talk about a little bit about me, talk about our company, talk about STEM, and talk about what you guys, have learned from this experience. Okay, so I'll start with me. I was, as Chris said, I was what? An electrical engineer. Anybody know what an electrical engineer does? Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's a great synopsis of what an electrical engineer does. Right? What do engineers do? It's part of that STEM, right? That STEM acronym. So what do engineers do overall? They build stuff? Well, kind of. What do engineers have to do? Think, design, and analyze, and do what? Solve problems. Right? We do everything, all our engineers, scientists, what do they think with? Their brains, right? So what'd you have to do while you were here this last 8 weeks? What'd you have to think with? Your brains, right? That was what made you successful, was thinking with your brains. So what makes you different? What makes all of you different than other folks? That you're able to think with your brain. You can really think with your brain and think about concepts that for a lot of people are very difficult. But you're different. Because you can think with your brain and you like this stuff. You should thank your parents for what they do, the sacrifice they made, because they saw in you that you had the potential and the aptitude for science and math. Not everybody has that. Now, I work for a company where we have a lot of engineers, and we have a lot of scientists, we have a lot of technical people. We also have people that don't like math and science. Can you imagine people that don't like math and science? We have some of those people. My two daughters don't like math and science. Can you believe that? I don't believe it either. I keep telling them that, but I lucked out. My son actually is in college, and he's at Stevens Institute of Technology, where Fulla was. Fulla got her master's, right? Where Fulla? She got her master's from Stevens Institute of Technology. My son is there, and he's majoring in physics and math. He's a double major in physics and math. Now, that kid, not because he's my son, but he's a bright child. He's a lot smarter than his father. He's a bright kid. So I try to promote that, and I think that's what your parents are doing for you. You need to be proud of the fact that you have that ability to think, do science, do math, and you shouldn't feel bad about it, right? You have an ability that other kids don't. Some kids are good at English, some kids are good in the sciences or in the arts. Some kids are good at sports. So we should be able to praise all those kids and raise all those kids and make the same opportunities available for people like you that are good in the math and sciences. Because without math and sciences, what happens? What happens if no one's good in math and science? Could anybody have invented this?
No.
Who do you think invented this? Someone that was very good in math and science. all these devices, everything that you have, whether you have a laptop, whether you have a pad, an iPad, or some kind of device, an Android device, they were all created with people like you that were able to think about solving problems, making things easier for yourselves, making things more exciting. That's what math and science people can do. They can create devices that makes our lives easier. So feel very fortunate that you have that ability, you have that capacity, you have that brain power. So don't feel bad. Don't let other people make you feel bad because you may not like sports, but you like science and math. You should be proud of the fact. Especially, I'll talk to all the girls here. You like science and math. Don't be ashamed that you like science and math. There's not a lot of girls that are good in science and math at a young age and then don't move on to do more science and math in college and other careers. And that's really a shame. We're losing that brain power. Boys, it's a little easier. I had 100 kids in my graduating class. Guess how many girls were in my graduating class? Good, close. 2. 2. 2 girls were in my graduating class in electrical engineering. So I ask you, I tell you, I'm here to tell you there's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities for math and science. Now, I'll give you a couple statistics real quick. Who was the governor of New Jersey? Chris Christie. Very good, very good. That's good. You guys are also up on current events. So, Chris Christie is very focused on making sure we have STEM programs in New Jersey. In 2013, he created a STEM week. The second week in March is dedicated to STEM education. And that starts, and there's a whole program about it. And the Research and Development Council in New Jersey, look that up, moms and dads, they give scholarships for kids that are involved in STEM programs. He's very focused on STEM programs. New Jersey has probably the most STEM public school programs in the nation. That's a credit to what? The people that live here, and plus a lot of, New Jersey is also famous that we have a lot of science-based people that live in this state, meaning they have some technical degree in science. We have a large volume of it in the state of New Jersey, so we're lucky to have that because all of you are involved, and your parents obviously may be scientists or may be involved in that curriculum, but we have a lot of that. So there's a lot of opportunity. The research and development said by 2018, there's going to be 265,000 jobs needed for STEM. So does anybody want to have a job when they get older?
Oh, no.
Hopefully everybody raise their hand. You want to have a job that pays well? You want a job that pays well?
Yep.
All right, more hands going up. So if you want a job that pays well, if you want a job, you want one of those 265,000 jobs that are going to become available for science, technology, engineering, and math, then you need to stick with, as you go through school, stick with the sciences and maths, because that's what makes you different. That's what makes you unique. And that's what's going to make you successful. We have a lot of jobs in our company for engineering and math. What do you think are some jobs in our company? Chris talked about our company. What do we do? You provide electric, right? Okay, so you think if you provide electric, did you guys do any electricity? Electricity is tough. Did we do some electricity?
We went up to Liberty Science Center.
And you learn about how electricity works?
Yeah, we did.
Very good, very good.
Oh yeah.
So you think we need people that understand electricity in our business? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So we have jobs.
I know one of those people.
You do?
Nikola Tesla.
Right, Nikola Tesla, very good. What did Nikola Tesla do you know?
He created the Tesla coils and
Outstanding, outstanding. You know what Tesla was a big battle between Tesla around AC, alternating current, and direct current, right? What did Tesla do? He created which one? Alternate current. That is really good. I bet you 99% of people in your school have no idea what I just said or what you just answered.
Why? What's the difference? What was the difference? What's big about the AC that we learned about, John?
Ooh. Good.
That AC travels farther.
Very good. Very good. So what is the difference? What else around AC? AC is what? It's in the word, right? It's alternating. Collapses and expands. What's DC?
Direct.
Direct, right? It's direct. It's one voltage, it stays constant, there's no fluctuation. So there's a big difference. There's a big difference. What would happen if we went with a DC system and not an AC system? Now this is really, I'm going maybe beyond what you've learned. Anybody have an idea?
Boys and girls, we learned this yesterday.
Oh, just yesterday. It should be all fresh.
You have to have a lot of power stations at one time.
That's right. That's right. With a DC system, the power wouldn't go as far. You have to have a lot of stations. And how do we move that power? This is tough. This is real tough. Most adults don't understand this because a lot of adults don't get involved in this business. You turn the lights on and you let us worry about it, right? You let us worry about it. But it's very interesting. So I'll just leave you by saying, thank you. Thank you for a WOW program, for what you do. Thank you for engaging our students. Thank you, parents, for seeing in your kids the aptitude that they have around science and math. Keep reinforcing that to your kids. Reinforce it to your friends. We should do more in reinforcing the sciences as we do with the athletics. We have way too much emphasis on athletics. Athletics is good, but this brain power that you all have, that a lot of people don't have, it's going to get you places for the rest of your life. Athletics will only get you so far. Once you get older, like me, our bodies get old, and our bodies can't do the things we can do, but our brains will be here until we pass on. So, congratulations. Thank you for letting me be here. And keep up your focus on science, math, and technology and engineering. Thank you.
Thank you.